Hello, I'm MatchBox. The best way to enjoy Guild Wars 2, don't doom. What the hell is that, don't doom? What the hell is that?
Don't doom. Okay?
I might say, this is a beautiful bearded young man I see. This is, in my humble opinion, and from what I saw on Twitch, this is the biggest streamer that plays Guild Wars, right? MightyTeapot from Britain, right? Patriotic. Oh, so beautiful.
Don't doom. The reason for that is very simple. If we doom, there is no way we're going to enjoy the game. And ultimately...
Oh, you mean don't doom like the game is finished, there's no future for the game, or what? I probably will find out.
I think you guys want to enjoy the game. I think we all want to enjoy the game. We all like the game. We wouldn't be here if we didn't like the game. Okay? And, yeah, this patch is not what we wanted. It isn't. It's still a difficult time for ANET. I was certainly expecting it to be fairly low content this year.
Also, that's about latest patch of Guild Wars.
Seems like that is gonna be
Okay.
the case.
So,
however,
I didn't read anything and didn't watch any videos about newest patch, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. And some of the people looks like are disappointed.
I think it is worth noting we are getting another patch in 3 months' time, which will be similar to this one. Maybe even a little bit more. Maybe we'll have an Omega boss, who knows? And there's a Fractal coming as well. And ultimately, we are going into an expansion. And I really would encourage you gamers to accept Guild Wars 2 for what it is. Right? Are we ever going to get Omega content? Probably not. However...
what about the latest update? The End of Dragons? That was low content?
Let's focus on what's actually important here. The game is fun. Right? We enjoy the game. Our friends play the game. We have a great community.
No friends of mine play this. I'm a little bit sad about that. Disappointed. I play solo.
And we have fun. We entertain ourselves.
Okay.
Right? You know, every day, guys, I put on the stream and we have fun. You know, we talk shit. We meme it up a little bit. We run stuff with the community. We play with the gang. We have a good time. Right? And that's what we should focus on. We should focus on that. We should focus on the exciting things that we're doing.
I wonder how many people from his guild, the people that he is play constantly and streamers like him who stream MMOs, their community. How many of them are streaming too? I'm interested in because I'm just
you know, like pushing ourselves to get better at the game, achieving our goals within the game, having a little bit of fun, looking forward to the next content, looking forward to the balance patches, all that kind of stuff. And just taking the content as it comes. That's how it is. That's how it is. Don't be a doomer. And at the end of the day, guys, if you are full doom and you genuinely think that, you know, this is basically a disaster and it's over.
So I guessed right. This is something like some people are saying Guild Wars is ending.
Over, then I really would encourage you to uninstall the game and go and play something else. And if that means not watching my stream, then hey, at the end of the day, I respect that. You should always prioritize your, you know, mental well-being first. Don't prioritize a game over your mental well-being. Don't prioritize a streamer over your mental well-being, and what makes you happy and what you enjoy.
I agree with that. And then I try to do the same. I won't play the game if I don't like it, if it gives me suffering. Uh, I won't waste my time. I will go play something else, even if that game is popular in my channel. Yeah.
Trying to convince more the viewers or yourself. It's the viewers. I don't need convincing. To be honest, a patch like this doesn't really bother me because my enjoyment of the game is no longer directly contingent on the content released within the game. All of my enjoyment is entirely from Hardstuck and content creation in general and my friends.
One thing I want to say about this turtle summon mount, that I want to thank a player who gave me the opportunity to mount this thing with him and showed me around the Guild Wars basic map. That was fun, especially the shooting thing. Shooting was fun, and I enjoyed a lot. So, and I'm not very happy because I cannot enjoy it myself because I didn't buy expansions. So I need to do that to enjoy any type of mount. It's sad, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
But no, I'm very much. I don't really mind if at the end of the day, if this patch was definitely underwhelming to me. But again, that's not how I enjoy Guild Wars 2. I enjoy Guild Wars 2 because of the meta, right? Of what the things that I do outside of the game, right? Because of of the community I have, because of streaming, because of making videos on YouTube. I really love to try and make you guys laugh and help you do things, and hopefully, be entertaining while also maybe teaching you a little something or two about Guild Wars 2 and making something. I enjoy making things, right? And I would really encourage everyone to try and do the same, right? I know it sounds like a little bit of a shill move, but it's generally just like a good piece of advice. Like, I've been there too, guys, right? Yeah, I bully Sneb about his StarCraft gameplay every single day. That's actually true, by the way. But
That is about any type of game. Any. Enjoy, have fun, and if you don't like it, don't waste your time. Try to create content if you like it. I enjoy. One of the reasons that I do YouTube, I enjoy doing content. I play video games, and I have a little bit of free time to do YouTube. Let's say this. My hobby is to play video games, have fun, and YouTube is the way. Maybe in the future, maybe monetize it. That's not the main goal. Just I'm using it. I'm using my hobby and putting videos. I enjoy editing them, and anyway, that's a little bit of editing. I'm not doing much to them. And right now, I got a little bit of feedback on my videos. I've got a little bit of people that that are watching, and I enjoy interactions very much. At least right now, I don't have any interactions with people that watch because I'm too small. Stop it. In, for example, Guild Wars, but maybe in the future, maybe I will stop playing it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see in the future.
Look, when I was playing Guild Wars 2 for content, this was kind of back in 2019. I was miserable, guys. I was totally miserable. And the reason for that was very simple. It was because the game was not producing very much content. And it definitely looked like the game was over. And the content slowed down. The quality really wasn't there. There was no communication. All hope was lost, right? It was a bad time. But then I changed my frame of reference. I changed my perspective.
So there was a moment when the game was dying. That's a time frame before end of Dragons. End of Dragons. If I'm not mistaken, that was the last expansion.
And I focused on things that were within my control, right? Things that I could change, and things that I found enjoyable, which at the end of the day was streaming, right? Streaming and content creation has always been like a really big part of my gaming experience, to be honest, because it just is, right? And focusing on that and thinking more about community and trying to find activities that I enjoy in the game and some goals that I can set, like...
Question: why they mainly use turtles? Just because of firepower? No, no other mount have this firepower as the turtle. That's unrelated a little bit, but yeah.
Doing stuff like world's first races, running tournaments, making a community website, making stuff like Hardsuck, right? And just associating with friends, right? I've got a lot of friends in the game, and even though, yeah, sure, the game doesn't always release a lot of content, it's still fun because I play with friends, right? And we have a good time, and, just socializing with other human beings is pretty fun.
That's the main reason I used to enjoy very much MMORPGs. That's why I waste a lot of my time on Lineage.
Yeah, you've got to play for you guys, and you've got to find the things in the game that you enjoy. No amount of content will ever be enough, guys. You'll always burn through it quicker than the devs can make it. You've got to find something in the game that isn't just the game that keeps you playing. Or just take a break between updates, right? And go and play some other games where you can find those things.
He's right, in my opinion. He's very much right about that. That some people will burn, especially those who stream and play the game a lot. They will burn through new content. That they will run through new content of any expansion in any game, any type of game, if it's a live service. And then for these type of people, if they don't have anything that they enjoy in the game is finished. That's all.
At the end of the day, that's what you got to do.
Try to find something that you
That's
enjoy.
What you got to make happen. And again, I really want to say this, guys. Take it from me. I am actually the least stressed and least discontent I've ever been with Guild Wars 2. See, and that's not a joke. That's not a joke, guys. I am not bothered by the state of the game whatsoever. And I enjoy the game almost more than ever. The only time I enjoyed the game more was actually in Heart of Thorns when I had my World versus World guild, because I love that game mode, and I really, really enjoyed having like a really active World versus World community. Right? But other than that, this is the most I've enjoyed the game. And I'm genuinely, seriously guys, I'm genuinely excited to get up and turn on the stream. And, do stuff like, the Zero Day Hero. Do stuff like the Guild Wars 2 boot camp, right? Or chat with Sneb about whatever we're talking about. Or tea time. I'm always excited to just, get on there and chat with people about the game and get on tea time. And, of course, not everyone's going to be a streamer. Right? Not everyone's going to be a streamer. But there are other things you can do too, right?
He has a lot of playtime in Guild Wars, so he knows what he's talking about. I mean, in podcast types of streams about Guild Wars, he has knowledge. He has a lot of experience in that, and I wonder which type of community is more active in the Guild Wars PvP community, world versus world, or I don't know, or PvEers, or whatever they're called. I I don't know a lot of jargon of English speaking MMO players because I used to play most with Russians and Lithuanians.
Right, the community aspect, the meta aspect, that is what you guys need to get into. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit rough. But yeah, I really would encourage people to think about it from that perspective. I really would. Because, and again, I'm not shilling for the game here, guys. Anyone who knows me knows that, to be frank, guys, I am actually one of the most critical voices in the Guild Wars 2 community about the game. This is something that is widely known about me historically as well, and of course in the present day. Take it from me. If you take it from someone who's been there, done that, and worn a single t-shirt for 5 years. If you guys want to enjoy this game, if you want to have fun, if you don't want to be miserable, then find something in the game that you enjoy and do it. Meet people, talk to people, build something, find that thing that grabs you and holds you, or take a break.
Or just
and then
go
only play when there's a patch.
Or just go play other games, wait for expansion patch or whatever. Especially if you're trying to make content. I think I will do the same. Maybe, I don't know. I was stuck with dilemma, let's say, because right now I'm playing Guild Wars for story. I reached level 80 and now I am able to do Living World, I think. That's how it is called. And I don't know. I will try to find something, or maybe I will get any suggestions from you on this video in the comments. What to try to do next? Achievements. What can I do in core version, at least for the time being, until at least because buying expansions is not right now in my priority list. I would buy. I joined at least right now. I am enjoying game, but I have limited experience, limited knowledge about the game because I'm right now only stuck on story because I'm that kind of person. I like games for the story, especially MMOs because it's kind of rare that MMO is focused so much on the story and has good story content. And I wanted to try that. After that, I need suggestions, and I will see how to move from that point. Until then, I'm doing content to that.
And just take it from me. That's the way to do it. If you find yourself not having fun, you have two options. You can change your perspective and find something meta like community or trying something new or setting a personal goal or hell, getting into content creation, streaming. I think that can be fun. You know, even if you don't really plan on doing it seriously, I think streaming is a lot of fun actually. Something like that. Make that happen.
And maybe somebody will ask why I don't stream, because I don't have place, let's say, free spot to stream, because for streaming I need that nobody is in my way with that. I'm now working building second floor to the house, with my wife, and maybe there I will build myself some kind of studio, some kind of workspace to do content, to do something. Maybe then I will try to stream. Right now it's not very convenient.
And get involved with Hearthstone. Hey, come and run some meta trains for us. Come and help us make the website, right? Get involved and have something. Have a special thing that you've created. That's a lot of fun. But if you ever find yourself not having fun, you've either got to do that and change your behavior, or you have to leave the game and just play it intermittently whenever there's content. Because let me tell you this, guys, I've been here since the very beginning. Guild Wars 2 is changing, but it's not going to change that much. We're never going to be getting the level of content as World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy. That's not going to happen. The game is not going to change enough for you to enjoy the game in the kind of like what you're looking for. You're going to have to change, or you're going to have to change the way you engage with the game. I will explain why this is the case. Why do people doom? Let's explain the doomers, guys.
Well, I'm interested.
So, people want to play Guild Wars 2 as their only game. People they want to be excited about Guild Wars 2.
Yes, I'm from those people that want to make, if I play MMO, at least at the moment I'm playing, I wanna put all my time in it to reach as much as possible with my possibility. I mean, with time that I have. I know that I won't be able to reach a lot, but this is the way how I enjoy to do that.
So, here's a great example. Isa. You guys know Isa, right? He's like one of the big doomers about the game, and he really likes raid content. He really is enjoying Final Fantasy right now, I believe, because they have a lot of raid content there. Here's the thing. Isa thinks Guild Wars 2 is a better game than Final Fantasy. The combat system is better. I think he prefers the community here because he has a lot of his friends, like Diaxon, for example, who's, too bad, Diaxon's playing Lost Ark, but this is where he built his community. And he thinks the game overall has more to offer than Final Fantasy. The problem is that Guild Wars 2 does not deliver enough content for someone like Isa to actually enjoy the game. Okay? And he wants that to change. Because ultimately, given the opportunity, Isa would leap at the opportunity to play the game every day and grind it hard and go all in. That's why the Doomer mentality comes out, and that's why people stick around. Is because they really want to play the game, because they ultimately really like the game, they love the game. And they view it as superior. But the content is where, basically retaining those players and building that community, building that scene for a particular demographic of players, it requires a lot of content.
Okay, let's say I agree with that idea that a game like this requires a lot of and constant updates and content expansions and whatever. Why exactly ArenaNet and Guild Wars are not updated regularly since 2012? 10? 2010, 2012 game is created. There was only 3 major expansions, right? If I'm not mistaken. Updates on living world quests, maps, raids, and mini expansions, updates, patches. So is game, I would say maybe game is not making enough money. I'm not sure. I need to look into that. How much money, let's say, annually their ArenaNet is making from Guild Wars, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe I don't know. But game is still popular enough to, I don't know, to get same treatment, or maybe the guild was the creators or publishers, I don't know, don't want to saturate with useless content and content that players don't want or don't like. Maybe that's the case, because I don't know how in Final Fantasy case, but in World of Warcraft, there's a lot of content that is not enjoyable, and some of the people left the game just because Blizzard is not doing its best and pumping expansion after expansion. But I don't know. I didn't play. I didn't play World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, uh, but that's what I've gathered from the space of the internet. What? Fuck. Almost dropped that.
Yeah, and Eisen now confirms that he's in the chat, right? That's what's going on here. That is why. That's the mentality. That's why people complain. And that's why people doom, ultimately. It's because they want it, but it isn't here. And they feel like it's a waste of potential. It's...
I need a reason why creators don't do more expansion.
you know, a waste of what the game could be. And this is a bit fallacious. You can't cling on to a vision or a dream of what you want the game to be. You can't go, oh, but the game could be this or it should be that. You cannot do this, guys. You simply cannot do this. You must accept the game for what it is. You must.
Sometimes I think you shouldn't. You should try to. That's sometimes because that's depend of my mood of the day. I little bit like that. That you should try to make the talk about with let's say in forums, with try to contact publishers. So try at least say something that you don't like, make a content about that, talking about that.
And if you can't do that, you're never going to enjoy the game. If you kind of can't accept the reality of the situation and the way the game is, you will not be able to.
I remembered what I wanted to say. You have a choice. If you don't like the game, leave, look for other games. There are plenty of games you could enjoy, and not wasting time on games you are not enjoying. I understand you like, for example, some people may like only MMOs or something. Try to take a break. That's the main thing. Try to make a break from the game that you are not enjoying. Maybe later you will need that fix, like a drug addict.
To enjoy it. Which sucks, but it is what it is. And yeah, Candleed is correct here, of course. You can't expect, well, especially if you don't have a community manager, you can't expect people to be able to understand why the current state of the game is not conducive to releasing not a lot of content. Because Arena have had like a really rough couple of years dev-wise, but honestly, you can't expect the consumer to actually understand that. Because ultimately, it's not the consumer's problem. I hate to say that, guys, but if you put your consumer hat on, if ANET say, yeah, we've had a tough time developing the game, consumer says, consumer hat ain't my problem, because it isn't, right? And that is something that I think is also worth remembering here, guys. I am just saying that, you know, we should kind of accept things and, you know, not go too crazy about it. But don't you ever forget, guys, that you are the consumer, and it ain't your problem if ANET have got development difficulties. That's their problem. Corporations and companies are companies. They are not your friends. You don't have to be on friend terms with them. If they're doing something that you don't like, right, then that's the way it is. If they're having problems, well, you know, that's not your problem.
Fuck. Or I am fucking extrasense. I don't know how to English telepath, let's say, or something, because he is saying correctly in English, beautifully, articulating what I was trying to say in, I don't know, almost 5 minutes. My doofy ass brain don't know how to do talking. Duh. Okay. Fuck. That's almost getting to the point where it's a little bit useless to do this reaction, do this commentary. Just put blank screen and in comments or somewhere, I don't know, in description, put a link to this video and just.
Yes, accept. This is a very good way of putting it, Lizzie Monsieur, for sure. Accepting it is very different than saying, I'm okay with it staying like this forever. Or I want it. Or rather, I want it to stay like this forever. I don't. I want Guilty to release more content. I want them to get to the point where they're releasing, you know, a strike mission with every update. I mean, that's some serious hopium there, but that's what I want to see. But I understand that right now that's probably not feasible for them because of their development difficulties, right, that they've been having over the past couple of years and radical shift in direction. I can accept that and go, yeah, I really hope they're going to eventually push forwards and, you know, and get to a higher amount of content. Right, that's absolutely doable. Right now, I'm interfacing.
This goes to the same idea that MightyTeapot was saying, that it's actually not my problem that they are having these difficulties. Main thing I would say, they should, if they're a good company, they should try to anticipate these moments and, okay, the direction shifted, whatever. Try to, I don't know, it's a big fucking company and they're getting a lot of money. For fuck's sakes, do something. I don't know, I never had a big company and probably will never have. But these types of things should be, and it is possible to be anticipated. Don't know. You have managers, you have people who have brains, for fuck's sakes. Why are you hiring so much people that are useless? Have some ideas. Writers, composers, designers. I don't know. It's easy for me to say because I'm not working in this type of industry. I'm just talking out of my ass on the internet, and some of the idiots on the internet are watching. I don't want to call you bigger idiots, but come on. Let's be quite frankly. This is not this is not a good way to show that you are smart. You're watching me. You're not smart.
Facing with the members of the community who played the game for ages and are concerned about the future of the game. Which, by the way, is a lot of players. A lot of Guild Wars 2 players are veterans, right? There's a huge amount of players.
I'm more concerned what I'm going to do in the game. Because even in the core version, I think there's a lot of content that I need to try, but I don't know where to start. So that's my problem. I don't know, I can't speak about, for the people that are way ahead and playing in the other expansions. Yeah. I can do that.
Especially on Twitch, right, and everywhere like that, where people have been playing for ages, right? We've been playing for ages, right? So, I'm interfacing here Because ultimately, guys, I do care about the Guild Wars 2 community. And I want to try and set people's minds at ease and help them enjoy the game, because I don't like it when people aren't having fun and when people are stressed out or distressed about the game. That's never, like, fun for me to experience. So I'm trying to address that. However, if you're a new player, all of these complaints are irrelevant. I would, especially because of the way the game works, basically, like, old content doesn't become irrelevant because there's no vertical progression. If you're a new player, you've got a minimum of, like, 1 to 2...
I need to read about these terms, vertical progression. I'm like setting, what the hell is that? Don't know. Yeah.
2,000 hours of gameplay before you'll ever notice any of these problems. I'm just addressing this because it is a really hot topic, and obviously, the people who speak up and drive the narrative in the game are the veterans. That's the way it always works, right? So I think it's really important to actually address that narrative and not run away from it. I can be all positivity and all shine, but that's going to make me look incredibly disingenuous, right? Because if I'm going to be ignoring, like, the really big discourse that's being driven by people who played the game for, like, you know, thousands of hours and who aren't happy with how things are going, that just makes me look ridiculously dishonest, right? So obviously I'm going to address that. I'm going to address that promptly. I'm going to try and address that as well as I possibly can and, you know, interact with this section of the community.
Right. I don't know if it's worth to me to do some other reactions of Guild Wars videos, unless I will find something good, to me at least, because a lot of it is talking about new content that I didn't even interact with. So great video, a lot of things that I was thinking and I didn't know how to say it. Thanks. I think that's a somehow worked out, because I was thinking something like what could help me to articulate something, some worries that I have with my let's say, how could I say it, with my problem with what to do after I finish the story and other things. I actually could try to wait. Maybe somebody will suggest something. Maybe I will interact with something that I enjoy. So, thank you for watching. I've been MatchBox. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give me some ideas what I could do in Guild Wars, what you would enjoy me to, what kind of videos you would enjoy me to do. And I think that's it for this time. Okay, thank you.